Let's talk a little bit about ADHD burnout, especially in adults. My name is Ann. I'm an ADHD specialist and a licensed marriage and family therapist that has been treating people for over 10 years in Wisconsin, and I just got licensed in Illinois. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about ADHD burnout because it's a very hot topic right now. When we talk about ADHD burnout, let's just talk about what it is. So, the symptoms of ADHD that you experience, what it will do is it will then, quote unquote, burn out your nervous system, tire it out. It will give you the symptoms of burnout. So, I'm going to place some of them here just for a second. I want you to pause. Like if we were talking about compassion fatigue or burnout, this is what it would look like. Yet, specifically with ADHD, it is the symptoms of ADHD that are leading to those things. And I want to talk a little educationally about things you can do about it because it's really good to educate yourselves about ADHD burnout, but I like giving little pieces of information, educational only. It doesn't replace treatment. I don't know you better than your care team, and it doesn't represent my employers or anybody else that does the work. This is just me that's been doing it for over 10 years and I have a passion for it. So here you go. Here are some of my key tips. The first thing we're going to point out is right here, perceived stress or stress management. You have to start working on stress. People talk a lot about anxiety. They talk a lot about depression. They talk a lot about, and yes, those need to be managed too, because those can impact it. Yet stress management is a huge part of it. If you don't know what perceived stress is or stress management tips, make sure to follow me, and then I want you to leave a comment right here and tell me what is that. Make it a blue link in TikTok, whatever you want to do, and I can talk more about perceived stress. But also, this gives you a place to start because I know that educational information is about taking information and then going and doing your own research. Look it up. People on here, look online, look on Google Scholar, look at other things that are going on that are talking about it because I am not the person that's telling you what to do. I'm giving you a place to start. Okay. Things to consider, like my book. So that is the first piece. The second piece is what are you doing to help your nervous system on a daily basis? I'm not talking about self-care like did you go get a massage? Yes, that stuff is important. And yes, if you haven't gotten one, take care of that lymphatic nervous system, okay? But what I will say, are you taking care of your nervous system on a daily basis? Are you setting up your schedule, your daily living in a way that supports your nervous system? I'm not talking about perfect, that you can't have kids, that you can't do those things, that you can't be busy, that you can't have that. But if you notice that you're doing that over time, that it's a pattern, that exceeds is the meets all the time, that it's perfectionistic, that you're pushing yourself, that you are front loading your day so you're tired in the evening, you have to talk to your ADHD specialist. Or if you're looking for one, I am open. I will say that it is very, very, very important that you want to talk about and have an honest conversation about your day. People aren't going to like it. I'm going to sound like your mom, but the next thing is, are you taking care of your body, your actual physical health? Are you drinking water? Are you eating consistently? Are you sleeping? Are you doing those things? Because guess what? Physical vulnerability. It's from dialectical behavior therapy. It's about that we are very sensitive. Our body is very sensitive to our mind and vice versa and our behaviors. So what that means is that people with ADHD, they are very physically vulnerable, and autism spectrum disorder. When they are sick, when they are not well, when they're underfed, when they're not taking their medications, they are more sensitive. Their emotion regulation and executive functioning skills are a lot easier to be disrupted because of that. So it makes it that much more important to take care of your body, you guys. So those are just three things. There's a lot more, and people will say, well, why would I go to an ADHD specialist? I can just go online. Because as an ADHD specialist, I can go into each of these areas. And if you're having my ADHD is coming up because I know that I should eat and do those things, but guess what? My task initiation and organization sucks. So I can't do that. Or my working memory stinks and I can't remember to do something once I started it. So there is a part where an ADHD specialist can bridge, and I'm talking about a therapist in the sense of someone that knows the full medical picture and can understand and talk about the past, current, future medical things that are impacting ADHD that are leading to the burnout and giving you actual skills, not just executive functioning skills, but actual skills like behavioral therapies that can help you work through that. I do executive functioning skills, but I can do behavior stuff. I can refer you if I think there's something going on. We can do an assessment if you haven't been diagnosed yet. So there is just a benefit to stepping back, educating yourself. And remember, it's a patient right to ask the questions. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a little of information, and evolve and heal on, my friends.